Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is just so good to be back. I missed you all so much. Thank you for all your patience and your lovely messages while I was away. I'm better now after managing to give myself a concussion by being clumsy and not thinking that I had a concrete staircase above my head when I stood up. Yes, and I also was away because I had my 6 monthly multiple sclerosis treatment, which meant that I was out of commission for a few days, but I am back. And I thought, what's the best way to do this video, this comeback video? I thought it would be great to just swatch some beautiful deep light colours. So I'll be swatching for you some new colours by Deep Light that they released a few months ago, I think, a couple of months ago. And they're in a palette called the Albert's palette. I will be swatching the Wild Rose set by Deep Light. And I discovered this on their site. They have like this mini palette, which I thought would be perfect for a traveling palette for people that are on the go and they're going on holiday and they don't want to take too many colours with them. So I'm going to begin though with Albert's palette. I'll just move everything as I usually do out of the way so we can, have some space and I can start swatching. But before I do that, so here is the palette. Look at these beautiful colours. I have used them because I'm an impatient person and I had to use them and I still use them. So I'll be swatching these for you today and I really hope that you enjoy the new colours as much as I do. See you in a bit. So I'm back and I have my little Medan ceramic palette here, which I love and I use every day. And I have my little Albert's palette, which I pre-wet, and I'll begin swatching for you. Our first colour is Burgundy Yellow Ochre. And just a reminder, this is a new colour by Deep Light. Let's see. I'm going to swatch in mass tone first. Maybe I should have used my bigger brush. I'll just pick that up after I've done this. And this is a beautiful ochre, not completely opaque, which is wonderful. I like my ochres to have some transparency. I like them to have that glow. I don't like them to be too chalky and matte. So for me this is beautiful. This is a gorgeous ochre. And now I'll swatch diluted for you to see. See how soft it is and glowing. I'll just add a little bit more colour there. Absolutely beautiful. Love that colour. Next we have the gorgeous mineral blue, which I began to put in my palette here. I'll just pick some up. Beautiful, soft, granulating blue. Has particles in it, so it separates on the page, and you'll see it more strikingly when I apply it diluted onto here. See that it has that beautiful granulation even in really soft washes. It's such a playful blue. It is lovely. Lovely, lovely blue. And I think it really suits the burgundy yellow ochre. I mean, next to it, it's really, really, really pretty. Next we have wagon green. Just before I apply this beautiful wagon green, I'll drop a reminder here that you can use the code Moon Colors on Deep Deep Light's website at checkout when you're buying anything on their website to benefit from 15% off that purchase. So I'll leave the link to their site below along with how to spell the code as well. So you can use it if you wish. And here we are with the beautiful olivey green wagon green. Beautiful. It's almost like a more intense terra verde. It has that quality. It's really, really pretty, but not as weak as terra verde is. I'll just add a little bit more water. Beautiful. Our fourth colour is Mana Red, and this is another striking colour. Oh yes, it's just so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful terracotta red, but a very deep terracotta. Very rich terracotta. And I'm going to dilute it and see what kind of pink it can create. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, stunning red. I like that it's called Mana Red. It has that royal red feeling to it, but earthy royal red feeling to it, if that makes any sense. It's beautiful. I love it. Albert's Muss is next, which is very creamy, muted. It's such a beautiful colour. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but it has like a pink undertone, which will probably come through better when I dilute it. So you can see that. Absolutely beautiful. And Captain's Grey is next, which is a grey that has become one of my favourites because it's a brown grey, and I love me some warm greys. It's a very earthy, muted brown grey. Brown grey. Let's dilute that. And it has some colour separation, which should come through when I dilute it. There we go. Beautiful. You can see some blue in there and some blue here. The colour separation, it's gorgeous. This palette, I love it. I love it so much. It's so well curated, and as a travel palette, this would work really well also, I think. You've got your blue, your yellow, your red, and then you've got some muted tones to go with it. Some nice muted green, a grey, brown, and this beautiful pink as an accent. I love this palette, Albert's palette, a very special palette. So I'm just going to switch palettes now. Okay, so I've cleared everything. I've cleared my palette and changed my water, and I'm ready to swatch the Wild Rose set. So we're going to begin with Mayan Red. Is the red in this palette. It's a pink cool red. Great for mixing. Great for mixing like very happy colours, like really nice oranges and violets. I'll just dilute it a little so you can see what kind of pink it produces. Really pretty, very delicate pink. Delicate cool pink. Then we have Gold Ochre, which is a warm yellow. And that's one of my wonky circles today, because I think I'm out of practice, and my circles are definitely more wonky than usual, but I will get there, I promise. Just need to do a few more videos and they won't be as wonky, I think. There we go. Beautiful glowing ochre as well. I think this is a bit more vibrant than the burgundy yellow ochre. This is a little bit more muted. Next we have Rose Ashes, which is one of my absolute favourite colours by them. I love Rose Ashes. There's a hole in this half pan because I use it too much. But it's such a beautiful colour. It is such a beautiful colour. Dilute that. I mean, what can I say about this? It's a magical violet. It's beautiful, beautiful magical violet. I use it so much that I've become so familiar with it now. It's beautiful. It's got that granulation. It's got some pink, very, very delicate pink colour separation in there. It's beautiful. Next we have Caput Mortuum, another favourite. I mean, who doesn't like a really nice Caput Mortuum? Especially lovers of muted colours. Every muted palette should have a Caput Mortuum in it. And this is, look at that coverage. Completely opaque. That is beautiful. And I will definitely dilute that because it's going to need a lot of water. This is so pigmented. Going to need a lot of water to dilute that. Yeah, it's still not quite diluted, but it's okay. I think it will be enough to show the beautiful hue and texture. And my wonky circle, yeah. Oh dear. Okay. A little bit too wonky there, but we'll live with it. Next we have Solstice Fern, which is very apt because we're near the summer solstice. So it's aptly named. Lovely green. You can see all the stages of roses here. You've got the bright pink, delicate rose, the youthful rose, and then you've got all these colours that are all muted, and it's when the rose is dying. And I think it's such a well thought out, poetic palette. So there's hope and sadness in this palette, just like in life. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, and Juniper Shadow, another favourite. Another absolute beauty of a colour. And this has heavy coverage as well. This is almost, this and Caput Mortuum are almost like gouache. They're just so pigmented and so dense when laid down in mass tone. And I'll dilute that heavily. It's going to need to be diluted heavily. Beautiful. Really nice, cool green. Again, a lovely palette, a lovely, well thought out, poetic palette, I'd say, the Wild Rose set. Okay, so we are done with the second palette, and now we are going to switch to our third and final palette, which is a tiny palette. I'll talk a little bit more about it once I've brought it into focus, and I'll be back with some with a nice fresh new clean palette and some fresh water. See you in a bit. I'm back with a very different palette this time. This is a limited palette with just 3 colours, and the colours aren't muted, they're quite bright, but they are, I think, the perfect selection for travellers out there. Just picking 3 colours to put in your bag. They come in this little box, so they're nice and secure. To just have on the go and mix colours and not worry about missing out on any colours, because you can mix quite a lot of colours with these 3. So what I'm going to do for this palette, I'm going to show you the colours as they are, and then I'm going to do a little mixing below here. So I'm going to start with the light yellow, which is a very pretty intense yellow. You can see that it just jumps off the page. Truthfully, like this in mass tone, I wouldn't use it because it's quite bright for me. But when mixed and when applied, diluted, it's so, so pretty. Yes, it's very lemony, nice, cool yellow. Next, we have the aptly named primary blue, which is a nice bright blue and is perfect for this palette. And this blue has some granulation, which I love. It's not just a matte, or should I say flat blue. It has some texture to it. And my goodness, that circle is so wonky. I think this is in the way. I'll move it up over here because I can't actually straighten that out because the palette's in the way. I'll dilute that. Beautiful soft blue when diluted. And the third colour is a colour again which is close to magenta, and which is a primary colour, as you know. It's very bright but very useful. So this is rosso magenta. I don't know why I said it with an Italian accent there, with a really bad Italian accent. Apologies to any Italians viewing the video. There we go, just dilute that. Again, very, very bright. Even when diluted. Okay, so these are our primary colours, and now we are going to start mixing some secondary colours. I'm going to get some yellow, take some yellow, and I'm going to apply a little bit of this pink. I'm going to need more yellow because I want to do like a bright orange, not such a reddish orange. A little bit more yellow. So this has much more tinting strength than the yellow, hence why I'm putting more yellow in there. There we go. So we have an orange, which is really bright and pretty and transparent. So this has more yellow than pink. Now I'm going to do it the other way round. I'm going to put more pink in there than yellow. See what colour it produces. It's a orange, but a red leaning orange. Again, transparent. Did I mention that this is called the transparent primary set? I probably didn't, sorry. Next we are going to mix some greens. So I'm going to take some of this yellow again. and some blue. So I can get a nice warm green. Oh, this bit reminds me of Deep Deep Light Smasher's green. Very pretty. And now I'm just going to add some more blue, as we had more yellow in the first mix. We should come up with a deeper, cooler green. There we go. And the last colours I'm going to mix are going to be violets. So I'm going to take some of this pink and a little bit of this blue. Oh, that's lovely. I think I'm going to put more blue in there to make it like a blue violet, and then I'll put more pink in. Nice, clean colours. And remember that you can experiment with these secondary colours as well. So much, just adding more red, and even like a bit of yellow. Maybe you want it really muted. So you're going to add anything you want to the colours from the selection you have. I think I'm going to use a bit more pink so I can get it to, yeah, there we go. Be more, yeah, a bit more aubergine-y, as I like to say. Oh my goodness, that, the wonkiness on that. Tut tut. So this palette produces beautiful transparent colours with just 3 colours. So it's a really handy palette to have on the go. If you don't want to pack too many colours, but if you want to have just like a tiny palette in your bag, just always, it's perfect. This is a perfect little palette to have so that you can mix as many colours as you wish. Okay, so those were our colours today, and they are all really, really pretty. Albert's palette, beautiful selection of muted colours. The blue, the mineral blue, is just, I'm blown away by it. I think my favourite colours from these 6 are the mineral blue, the manna red, and the captain's grey. These 3. Then we've got the wild rose set, which is a lovely poetic palette. We begin with the fresh roses, and then we go on to the more muted autumn colours of roses. And then we have this handy little on-the-go palette for you, which has really great mixing opportunities, or should I say mixing potential. And it's a really handy little palette to have. So those are our palettes for today. I hope you liked the video. I hope I wasn't myself totally wonky today. I am out of practice, but as now I'm returning back to my regular schedule of doing a video a week, doing a video a week. I hope I'll be just, back to normal and not as wonky as I was today. Thank you all for your patience. Also, apologies if anyone noticed my bruising on my hand. That was from the needle in the hospital, and it still hasn't gone. So I've just tried to keep my hand out of the shot, but if anyone noticed it, there, sorry about that. Not a very nice colour of green, that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you here with my awkward bit, if I remember any of it. Let's see. Okay, so if you like this video, please like this video. Hit the like button because it helps the video's visibility. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would be absolutely honored to have you here. Just hit the subscribe button, and then you can hit the notification button so that YouTube lets you know when I have uploaded a new video. Also, your comments. I love your comments and miss them so much. So if you would like to drop a comment, that would be so lovely. Thank you. And what else? Yes. Before I go, my little bit about hope. I have been these past few weeks holding on to hope so much, knowing that out there are other people that are holding onto that hope with me. It's something that unites us. We all go through difficult periods in our lives, and one thing that sustains us is hope that things will get better. And I've found that it serves me well to hold on to that hope and know that this will pass. This is just for now. Even if the now seems to go on forever, it will pass. And there will be glimmers of joy amongst the darkness, not far ahead. So I just wanted to let you know that I am holding on to hope right there with you. Don't let go. I won't let go. Let's move through these difficulties together. I love you guys. I missed you so much. I'm so excited to be back. And I will see you next week. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.